does not make sense.
Greetings, fellow mortals. Just a reminder, saying it's just my opinion is for cowards. I have a hard time saying that I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. Not because I'm ashamed of it, not because I'm confused by the story and the lore. In all honesty, it's not that hard to explain the story if you play all of the games in order. Except there's a problem. While I played almost everything in order, I have skipped a few. Mostly the mobile games, the rhythm game, and Dream Drop Distance. The first set was because I didn't want to, because they didn't look fun to play, and Dream Drop Distance because I didn't have a 3DS and I never went back to play it because the story was spoiled for me. So while I sit here and explain basically everything to you, I can't say that I'm a super fan. I will be playing Kingdom Hearts 4 when it comes out, but I have no interest in these in-between games because they don't look fun to play. I call it like I see it, but I am actually excited for the fourth entry. And while we're waiting, we're apparently going to hear more about a Kingdom Hearts movie, which might be the single worst idea I have heard in a long time.
That idea is literally the greatest idea I have ever heard in my life. That idea is terrible.
Not to say that the story of Kingdom Hearts is bad. I definitely would not call it bad. It's definitely cheesy, corny, and campy. It's the most anime series ever while incorporating Disney cartoons and Final Fantasy, with characters from different universes actually interacting, and none of that being explained at all that well, along with the wild roller coaster ride that is the plot connecting everything. I can safely say that there is nothing like Kingdom Hearts, and there never will be, because an attempt to copy it will not work, and I also think that an attempt to redo it won't work either. This is especially true if they attempt to confine the film to 90 minutes or 2 hours. It might take me that long just to outline the overall lore of Kingdom Hearts 1 on its own. For this film to work, the movie has to be a bare minimum of 3 hours-ish. And even then, they'd have to change and condense a hell of a lot. This is forgetting the idea that they will have to Americanize Kingdom Hearts, which is a thought that makes me physically ill. Can you imagine some emo boy Sora being voiced by Chris Pratt? And I like Chris Pratt, but if he plays Sora and they change Sora's name to Sky, I will vomit.
Who wants chowder?
At best, there is a way to make Kingdom Hearts work as a show, specifically an anime, because it's so anime to begin with that it needs that type of style. It will not work with CGI. It will not work as a wacky cartoon. It will not work as live action. Please, for the love of God, do not make this live action if they're actually going to make it. Seeing real ass people talking to Disney characters and talking about the power of hearts might just break me. It's sometimes hard enough with English voice actors in the games. And fitting everything in a single movie is just straight up impossible. Yes, you can do that with Mario and Sonic and Uncharted, but Kingdom Hearts, it's either going to be the most rushed film to ever exist or the most drawn out slog ever created. If it was in a television format, it might work, maybe. I still have my doubts. The manga isn't anywhere as good as the games, and as much as I would want to get more people to enjoy Kingdom Hearts, I really don't want them to sneer at the story from my childhood with absolute disgust. And you know that anyone that is not already a Kingdom Hearts fan will in fact do that as soon as they see a movie version. Hell, the fans themselves might just end up sneering at the movie, who knows?
Who put you on the planet?
Look, I played the original Kingdom Hearts when I was 6 years old, and it has kept going since then. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's Shakespearean levels of excellence, but it knows what it is. It's fun, campy schlock, and unless someone gets it and is a fan, they won't adapt to it well. They'll Hollywood it, make Sora look like a moron who can't get anything done, in comparison to the moron who is a world beater in a fight. And if there's MCU humor in it, God, a giant Heartless falls from the ceiling. Well, that just happened. Locking a world's keyhole, I just did a thing. The first time someone gets a hold of a Keyblade, does it come with accessories? and a non-gaming audience won't get it. I promise you that. Part of the fun is actually interacting and fighting in these Disney worlds with the purest soul you've ever met in the form of Sora. And they'll just throw the latest Disney movies in there without thinking about the overall plot. Plus, I doubt that there will be Final Fantasy stuff at all. Look at how well people like that aspect in Kingdom Hearts 3. And if you don't have Tetsuya Nomura there to connect everything and make it work, then it will not work. I'm not normally a Doom poster, but I honestly don't see this working at all. There is a 99% chance that they will mess it up.
Well, that's the end of me.
There could very well be a perfect miracle storm where a Kingdom Hearts movie could be good. They would need to hire the perfect director, actors, animators, and writers, all while having Tetsuya Nomura as a consultant, and every single one of them will need to understand this explanation. Okay, you see this guy is also these three guys, but not this guy. This guy is this guy, even though this guy is this guy, but not this guy. Also, this girl isn't this girl, she's this guy. And this girl is actually this girl. And you see these two characters, they're not the same. Nope, not at all. Even though they look exactly the same, they're different people. And you see all of these individuals, all of them are the same person. And yes, they can all interact with each other at the same time. Also, the Heartless actually have hearts in them, but nobody's don't. And the Unverse are actually this guy, who remember isn't this guy. Does that all make sense? No, then you shouldn't be allowed anywhere near Kingdom Hearts. And this is coming from a guy that doesn't think that he's a true Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm not a diehard. Imagine how the actual diehards will react if Disney pulls this out and gets everything wrong. I mean, their first mistake will probably be taking away the openly gay tension between Sora and Riku. But love of storytelling, those are underage characters. Well, they're still written this way, so don't change it. And you know what the biggest mistake will be? The single greatest misstep that they will automatically make in an adaptation, a rule in Kingdom Hearts so sacred that no game has ever broken this law. They will make it so that Kairi actually is useful in the plot.
How dare you, Detective Diaz?
Okay, that could be a positive change. I've been waiting since childhood for her to actually do something. In all honesty, that might be the only good change. You see, the reason that this is happening is because video game adaptations are very successful right now. Arcane, The Last of Us, Fallout, they can work, but you have to respect the original, or in Fallout's case, the Bethesda version. And unfortunately, Disney doesn't invest in a lot of video games to adapt, except for the video game adaptations from movies that already exist. I can't think of any Disney game where the game doesn't have a movie to back it up already. Look, it is conceivable that there could be a good adaptation. I just worry that there's going to be some stupid Californian who thinks that they know better than the Japanese on Japanese art and then throw everything out the window. It will be a dumpster fire and you won't want to see the backlash on the internet. Don't kick the hornet's nest, Disney. They will harass you until you're on your knees begging for mercy, just like with what happened with Sony and Helldivers. If you're going to do it, be faithful and respectful to the original, or do a side story like Arcane or Fallout. You could just use this as an excuse to make your Disney Princess Cinematic Universe that you clearly wanted to make after Wreck-It Ralph 2, but then that movie sucked and bombed, so you pulled out, even though it was the easiest way to make money ever. Give the girls what they want. They are allowed to have what they want. Barbie already proved that a movie about women, for women, by women, can make money. Just go all in with it. And with Kingdom Hearts, be careful. Trust me, I have seen Kingdom Hearts Twitter. I saw how they reacted to Sora in Smash. This will not be pretty if you mess this up. But I'm willing to bet that you're gonna mess this up, and I'm not a betting man. Just let Kingdom Hearts be what it is. Don't try to change it, because the moment that you do is the moment that everything's gonna fall apart. And then you'll look back and think, why didn't we just let it be a video game franchise? It was making us money. You're welcome to disagree with all this. That's fine. After all, everyone is entitled to their objectively wrong opinion.
No!
No, God! No, God, please, no!